Every person sitting in the dock has a story. Some stories are ignored, some are never told, and some have the power to change the way we think about justice itself. Before you watch this testimony, ask yourself one brutal question. What if an innocent life could be turned upside down by an arrest that should never have happened? Today, Advocate Manisi asks Gadla one simple question. Tell the court how you were arrested. What follows is Gadla's own account under oath of how he says he came to be arrested in the Senzo Mewa case. Listen carefully, every word matters, every detail matters. If this testimony moves you, don't let it end with you. Share this video with your family, your friends, and every South African who believes justice demands that every side deserves to be heard. Leave your thoughts in the comments section down below, because the truth is never afraid of being examined. Now, let's go straight into the court proceedings.
Briefly tell this court, how did you get to find yourself standing there where you are or in the accused dock?
Mnumzane Ncube, abantu abaningi bayazibuza nje ukuthi uza njani ukuthi wena uboshwe uzithola la enkantolo ke la eboxini ke ungazama mhlambe ke usitshele noma utshele inkantolo ukuthi ke kuze njani ukuthi wena uzuboshwe.
Kwafika nje amaphoyisa ejele bengisejele lase Johannesburg.
My lord, I was in prison, in Johannesburg prison, and police officials came to me.
Kwafika amaphoyisa nje ejele. Angisakhuluma ngabo 3 noma ngabo 4.
When was that? When was that?
2020, 30 June.
It was in 2020, on the 30th of June. Police officials came. I cannot recall the time. It was around 3.
3-4 somewhere.
Around 3 or 4, I cannot recall.
Bathi ngiyabizwa phambili reception.
I was told by them that my presence is required at the reception.
Sahamba sa reception, mangifike reception ngafica amaphoyisa ama SAPS marefaka private.
We then proceeded to the reception. When we got there, I found police officials in civilian clothes.
Nama mask wesikhathi corona.
And they also had mask on since it was that time during the COVID era.
Ilapha abafika khona ke bathi beze kimi bazongikala bazothatha iminwe bazothatha ama-measurement ey'nyawo yabona.
They said to me their reason for being there was to take measurements from me, fingerprints, and also measure my foot.
Now, who says to you they were there to take your measurements, your fingerprints, and your weighing? Are these not the police who fetched you where you were, or these ones who have come to visit you?
Manje ke abobani labo ke bebenza konke lokho ukukala nothatha iminwe ila maphoyisa la kulande lapha ejele noma labo wafica lapha reception.
No, those who said they were there to do those things.
O labo bethe bebelapho ukwenza khona lokho nje.
Ababengikala babenza nje yonke into amaphoyisa lama SAPS angathola reception.
The police who were doing the measurements and every other thing are the officers, subs police that I found at the reception.
So they arrived at the place where you were incarcerated, and you were first from the section, and they brought you to the members of the correctional services. Fetched you from where you were. They brought you to the reception where these subs members that you said were in a private uniform were waiting.
Uthi-ke amaphoyisa lawa asebenza lapha ejele akulande le lapho uhlala khona kule section ohlala kuyona bakuyisa lapha reception lapho wafica khona amaphoyisa lawe awe-South African Police.
Yebo bangithatha labasejele bangisa khona lapha reception, but sasikwenye indawo yokuvizithela kungena kuyabantu ababezobona iboshwa.
Okay.
Yes, your statement is correct. However, we're in a certain place where it's like a visiting area.
Right.
Lapho abaze bengishutha ke bangikala omunye wabo ngoba angisakhuluma babe u6 or 7 ngoba abanye babo ngibabona sengibabona manje la ukuthi obani.
And then they took bakushuta thatha isombe zakho.
Yebo ngoba bangisodongweni lo munye wathi mangikala bebeshoot.
Okay, yes, they made me stand behind the wall, and when they were taking me pictures, there was this other one who was doing the measurements.
Now, Mr. Ngube, let us try to take it step by step. You first, from the section where you were housed, you are brought to the reception. At the reception, you're meeting these people. Did they introduce themselves?
Manje ke masiphinde sibone ke sibeke kahle le ndaba sokwazi ukuzwisisa. Uye wasiswa kule ndawo lohlala kuyona kule section ohlala kuyona, wase uyiswa lapha e-reception, wase uhlangana ke nawo lamaphoyisa. So lamaphoyisa laba wona ke baye basichaza ukuthi bawobani.
Mangifika reception, iphoyisa ngafika ngakhuluma nayo kuqala kodwa kwakugininda.
When I got to the reception, my lord, the first police official I spoke to was Gininda,
Wafika ngibuza nje ukuthi yimi Carlos yabo.
because he asked me if I was Carlos.
Wayesethi,
Why do you say it was Brigadier Gininda?
Kungani ukuthi beku Gininda?
no, ngishuthi emva kwesikhathi la ngibona khona la masilokusi lapha nabo. La wayegqoke nemtheke ebhaliwe igama lakhe. Usibongo.
Okay, whilst we were still there, I saw the name tag that he had on, and it had the surname Gininda.
Wafuna nje ikhadi lami yabo lasejele.
The only thing that he requested from me was my card that I get from the prison.
Yes.
Walicheka ikhadi lami sengibuyisela futhi yabo.
He looked at the card, then handed the card back to me.
Kwasekukhuluma laba abanye yabona ukuthi baze kimi bazonkala yabo bafuna ukuthatha lokuzana iminwe yami ukungala nasenyaweni yonke indawo yabo.
And then the other police officials now took over, and then they mentioned that they are there to take measurements, fingerprints, and also take the measurement of my foot.
Angishutha ke ithombe lebengikala lapha uTobondini.
And then whilst I was standing just next to the wall, they took measurements at the same time, taking pictures of myself.
Abaqeda unkala basebengihlalisa phansi ebhentshini kwamabhentshi nje lapha nokubona kuba akungena khona abantu.
Then after the measurements were taken, they now made me sit on the benches, because that area, it has benches where people come and sit there.
Basebethi ngigumule amateki ngikhuphule ibhluku yabo.
They then said I should remove my tekis and pull up the trouser.
Bangicheka ke inyawo lokhu bebuka inyawo zami bangicheka inyawo yabo.
They then went on and checking my food, looking at it.
Basebebuza ukuthi ngalinyazwa yini la kunenxeba elikhona la enyaweni babuza ukuthi ngalinyazwa yini.
I have an injury on my leg or my foot, and they asked what caused it.
Ngathi mina hayi ngalimala nje lapha dala nje into ekudala ngisakhula.
And my response to them was that I got injured long time ago whilst I was still growing up.
Umunye wayesethi hayi unamanga wena uzange udubuleke wena onyaweni yabo.
And then one of them made a comment saying that I was lying, insinuating that was I not shot at some point in that leg.
Bathi wayengathi inxeba lele kuza lo hlavu lesibhamu lo lawo.
He said the wound looks like a bullet wound.
Angithi azange ngidubuleke.
And my response was like, no, I was never shot there.
Bese bengisusa lapho mangiqeda bathi ngigqoke lapho bese ngiya kwenye itafula lapho elalimi khona uGininda noMkhulu.
And then after they requested that I put on kokeini,
Bathi ngigqoke icathulo.
or I should put on my shoes, I then was directed to go to another table where there was Gininda and also Mohola.
Laba fike bathatha khona ke ithupha zami lapho.
There, that's where my fingerprints were taken.
Bathi bangithathela ukuthi kwaba ne-shooting eFosloras 2014.
The reason for the fingerprint, they said, is because there was a shooting that took place at Fosloras in the year 2014.
Ayithatheke nami mangiqeda ukuthatha ithupha bese vula ilokuzana ngani ifine noma yina kuvulwa lo omunye abathi umkhane mangaphosisi.
And then I
La umkhane.
took the fingerprint, and then after that, they had something like a document or a file which was then opened by one official by the name Mokhane.
No, ngiyaphambanisa. Umkhane uyo wangithatha iminwe. Umuntu
No.
wavula ifile uGininda.
No, I'm just making a mistake, my lord. The person that opened the file was Obani?
Umkhane wangithatha
Mokhane.
iminwe.
Okay, Mokhane took the fingerprint and then Gininda opened the file.
Ngoba ngithatha iminwe base bengisayinisa lapha.
Then after the fingerprint, they made me to sign down
Now,
in other papers.
Mr. Ncube,
Yeah.
there's a, I think, I can't remember whether it's a warrant officer or Sergeant Mokhane, who testified exclusively on his engagement during the course of the investigation of this case, particularly with accused number 2, Mr. Ntanzi. Is that the Mokhane that you're referring to, or it's somebody else?
Manje ke umukhane lo khuluma ngaye ke umuphi lo owathula ufakazi ethi uye wasebenza kakhulu naye accused number 2.
Yebo uye lo wayela ecourt wangithatha iminwe.
Yes, I'm referring to the same Mokhane that came before the court. He's the one that took my fingerprints.
Okay.
Kodwa ukuthi umkhanya nguzwa ngoba sesilokhu siqhubeka necase.
But that she or he is Mokhane, I only heard of that when we were proceeding or continuing with the case.
So you never knew him that day as a Mr. Mokhane?
Kodwa ke ngalosuku lo liya ubungamazi ukuthi uMr Mokhane.
Aya ngimazanga ngoba ngathi mangithi ngicela amagama abo uGininda wasengibonisa la wathi hayi mawubone mina babone bonke yabona.
I did not.
Mawaze mina.
Okay. I did not know their names when I requested to know who they were. Gininda now showed me his own name and he said, if you have seen me, you have seen all of them.
Okay.
Wasevula ke ithombe uGininda wabuza ukuthi ubani lo esithombeni.
He then opened where there were pictures and then asked who was the person depicted on the picture.
Sikhona isithombe sakhona la lezi ithombe lezi lokuzana. Secala.
That same picture is available in the photo album.
Yeah. I'll make them available on Monday.
Uthi ke ummeli ke Monday ke uzozama ukuthi le thombe lezo zibe
They'll
khona
be
la.
beamed there as well. But for now, let us just proceed. We'll come and touch base with them very briefly on Monday.
Okwamanje masiqhubeke.
Okay, ngathi mina yimi. Yabo.
My response to him was that that's me.
Wabuza lo munye ukuthi ubani.
And then he asked who the other person was,
Ngathi ucela impilo ndawonde.
and I told him that is Celimpilo Ndawonde.
Abuza omunye ovela ngale emva kwemonto ukuthi ubani.
And then he asked of another person who appeared further behind the car.
Ngithi mina maphisa.
I then said it's Mapisa.
Bese ngibonisa esinye sinabantu abayi4.
He then continued.
Shuthi wayipheja lento ayiphethe le.
Okay. He then continued and showed me another photo that had 4 people as he was paging through the album.
Angibuza ukuthi obani labo.
He asked me who are those people.
Ngitshethi yimi. Umabhungu. Usiphiva. Maphisa.
I told him that it's myself, Mabungu, Spiva, and Mapisa.
Bese ngibonisa esinye futhi esinomuntu omerobotini.
He now showed me another picture which showed a person who was standing at the traffic light.
Angibuza ukuthi ubani.
He asked me who the person was.
Ngithi umaphisa.
I said it was Mapisa.
Bese vula iloko siqhubeka vule kuvele umuntu olele phansi.
He continued flipping and then there was a picture that showed a person lying down
Onegazi so esikipeni esimhlophe.
who had blood on a white t-shirt.
Angibuza ukuthi ubani lo.
He asked me who the person was.
Ngithi mina ayi ngimbheke shothi ngimbuke ngithi ayi angazi ngizothi ubani yabo.
I looked at that picture and I said I don't know who the person is.
Kodwa amehlo ayi mangimbhekile ngathi aqala ukumbona kodwa ngikhumbula ngizothi ubani.
And then I further said, but looking at his eyes, he looks familiar, but I cannot exactly put my finger on who he was.
Lesathi hayi ngoba nje wena ukhalo sokusho ukuthi umuntu unebhola yabona.
And then he made a comment saying, since I am Carlos, it means that I'm somebody who is into soccer.
usho ukuthi lo muntu lo kumele ukuthi umazi ngoba wena vele kushuthi ngoba uKarlos umuntu webhola.
And then he said, I'm supposed to know the person because I'm also into soccer.
Ilapho ke ngisho khona semtime mayikhuluma ngebhola ingqondo buya khona ukuthi awusenzo meyiwa ngoba phela ngiyambona ubuso bakhe ukuthi ngiyamazi ku TV.
So when he spoke about the soccer thing, I then now remembered, oh, this person is Senzo Moyo. Since I've seen him on TV and he's a soccer player,
Bese ngithi awusenzo meyiwa.
I then said, it's Senzo Meyiwa.
Athi ya uyabona ke ngizokcharge ngalo ke lelicala.
Then he said, yes, you see now, I'm here to charge you for that matter.
Lapho ngimbuza khona ukuthi ngoba ufike nathi kimi nje mina ngizothatha ama measurement nezithupha ini kanti ngithatha nje ngiyangicharge.
And then I said to him, but you came to me and told me that you are there to come and get my measurement and the fingerprints. In actual fact, you are there to come and charge me.
Ngathi ngitshele ngani mawuthi uyangicharge kahle kahle.
I said, why didn't you tell me initially if you were charging me?
Athi hayi ngiyacharge ke manje ngikutshela ngiyacharge ngelicala.
He said, I'm charging you now and I'm telling you now that I'm charging you.
Ngithi mina hayi ungayisoli ngalento yenzayo.
I then said to him, he should not or he must not regret for what he's doing,
Ngoba phela manje ungicharge ngobugebengu wena.
because now you are charging me fraudulently.
Athi ngizokwenzani?
And he asked me, what am I going to do? Am I going to arrest him?
Ngathi hayi angisho kanjalo kodwa nje bengisho ukuthi ungayisoli.
I said to him, no, that's not what I meant, but I'm just saying, don't regret.
Lapha ke engifune khona amagama wabo ke lapho.
That is the moment or the time when I requested for their names.
Ngoba yena wayesethi ke hayi mawubone mina ke wabone bonke.
But he said to me, if you have seen me, you have seen all of us.
Eshe ngikhombisa name tag yakhe la esifubeni.
At that point, he was showing me the name tag that was on his chest.
Wabuza ukuthi nganguphi makusho Senzo Meyiwa.
He asked me, where exactly was I when Senzo Meyiwa was killed?
My time na bengihlala eJohannesburg mina 2014 ngoba usho iloku isikhathi uthi nganguphi ke 26 October 2014.
He asked of my whereabouts on the 26th of October 2014, and I told him that I was staying in Johannesburg by then.
Yabo wasengimtshela ke mina ukuthi hayi angazi lutho ngokufa Senzo Meyiwa.
I told him that I know nothing about the death of Senzo Meyiwa.
Athi hayi sizobona ndoda yabo.
And then he said to me, we'll see to that.
Ngithi mina mawukuthi mhlawumbe ufuna ubufakazi bami ungaya kodlamini ababephethe icala lami yonke into uyithola kubo emayelana necase emayelana nami.
I said, if you want my own evidence, you are free to go and meet Dlamini. They will tell you everything that concerns me.
Kwaba nje kanjalo ke ukuboshwa kwami ke lapha.
That is how I was arrested.